This is loud.
And we are live.
Here we
It's your
go.
girl Wayne,
5,
as usual.
4.
Oh, we live.
I was doing a
It's there.
countdown for you. My
We're
bad.
there now.
Oh, we live. Oh,
We gonna say fuck the countdown, and we just gonna get right on into it with our
all
0
right.
followers at right now. Listen, I told y'all we was on real nigga time. Y'all gonna respect the real nigga time, and that's what we gonna do. I am here. Well, of course, I am your girl Wing. Y'all know. Introduce yourself, guest.
Hi, I'm TS, aka Big Mom. What's up? We here. We back. Returning June 12th. Queen of the Ring versus Prestavia. Quick like promo. We'll get into that later. But,
Well,
I had an intro planned out.
yes, we definitely.
I had an intro planned out. Let me be great.
That's cool. Listen,
I got something to talk about.
okay, listen, and we happy about this. You have let's put it this way. You've been gone for a little while. What was last year? You were supposed to have, you were supposed to have this great card that I felt was going to be absolutely phenomenal for the ladies because you had the ladies had spurts here and there. You know what I mean? And that didn't go the way it needed to go. You kind of fell back. Life was priority. You know what I mean? But
I know what
prior
you mean.
prior to that, priorities first. You know what I mean? But before that, before that, for the new fans that are coming in that are being more exposed to Queen of the Ring at this point, tell them who the fuck you is though. Like, let's talk about that.
All right, well, if I'm gonna introduce myself properly, I'm TS. I've been at Queen of the Ring since 2015. My first opponent was Loretta Blaze. That's one of my iconic battles.
Yes,
that's one of those go-to
one of those
ones.
Yes.
One of those. Yes. And then thereafter I had Ash Cash, and I came back with Vixen on Watch the Throne 2. I had one of the top 2 battles of the year type shit. Yes. So I battled Shuni as well, Shayna. You know what I'm saying? 40. Like, I got some names under my belt. Low key killer, high key killed a few times. You know what I'm saying? But it happens. It's part of battle rap. So, but I've been around. I'm no stranger to shit. I'm no stranger to the crowd. I'm no stranger to the opinions. I'm no stranger to the fact that this is an opinionated sport. So, everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna like everything about you. Sometimes you can do everything perfectly and it just never be enough for some people. So, but if you happen to be a fan fave, then kudos to you.
Yes.
You can't go wrong. And, respectfully, some of us are fan faves in our own right. Depending on the league and, they're wrong and therefore. So.
Yes, shout out to Cheddar in the comments, Scotty, Larry. Look, we are late.
Hey,
and we
what's up? We late. What's up, y'all? What's up, Cheddar? What's up?
We apologize. It is what it is, but we're here. So, like I said, with all those battles, and again, you started off at a time where y'all was really moving, like Queen of the Ring. The new era was coming in, and you have always been one of my favorites. The We Go Hard girls.
Oh, thank you.
Quit playing.
You know what's funny? No, it's so crazy. I don't be knowing because a lot of people, I'm overshadowed because of my fuck ups. You feel what I'm saying? So I fucked up in real important battles that really halted and stand still my career to where when you talk about pens, I might come up, I may not come up. You know what I'm saying? But either way, when you speak of me, that bitch is fire. But it's always with she don't choke. It's up. It's one of those. I'm trying to lose that stigma.
Right.
So.
And I can understand that. I can understand that. Preparation. That's the biggest thing when it comes to the ladies. We've talked about that on the show before, and men have been like, well, men go through things, it's not just the ladies going through things, but it's like, y'all, women really go through it. And, not taking anything away from the guys,
but we be mothers, we got to go to work. We got to, even right now, You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before this, I had to cook a quick meal and read like about 2 Raz Kid stories. Like I should have had to do before this. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, I'm not gonna apologize for being a mom, but I will apologize for being late.
Right. But that comes with the territory.
So I'm here.
Like you said, as far as preparation goes, and you know, like you said, she's fired. Her pen is there if she doesn't choke. Outside of that, though, like you said, you have names. The resume, the work is there. I mean, for some who are just getting to know Tia S, I mean, you had now, I'm not really sure, was that a PG or was that just the one-off? Y'all came, you and Bonnie on URL.
Me and
Y'all
Bonnie,
need to check that out.
Me and Bonnie was a one-off. Like, it was a true on-the-spot one-off battle. It wasn't we was low-key booked, and we was really on the, she was willing.
Okay, wait a minute. Oh.
I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
That's okay. That's okay. Go ahead. Finish saying what you were saying.
Okay, so yeah, we was really truly on a. Are you hearing that? Is it?
No.
Like, what is? Yo, my shit just keep ringing. Okay, it's out. So, damn, that shit just freaked me out just now. So me and Bonnie was really truly that be happening in both. Yo, that could be happening to me in battle. Like, that niggas think they really, I'm really proud. Like, but nah. Me and Bonnie was definitely the true epitome of an on-the-spot battle. It was definitely not planned. I didn't even know she was gonna be there. I paid to get in the event. That
wow.
Part, like,
so y'all was just there for the other battle.
There, like, you know what I'm saying? I was just making my rounds. I was doing the battle rap scene, just making my net rounds, networking, you know, promoting whatever the fuck the battle I may not have going on with whoever cared. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. So, and that's when she had her rounds for official, and I was just, at the point, I was new, so I was always just writing, so I just had whatever I just wrote like the week prior, and
history was made.
Right,
history was made.
History was made. That was bullhead TS. Like, I was wigging out here, no hair type shit. But I was
that was
though,
listen.
Right?
Again, that's a battle that if y'all have not, if you are not familiar with Tia S, you definitely want to go check that battle out. Like I said, you had battles on Brooklyn Mic Club. Yeah,
versus
and that
Killer Time.
Yeah, Killer Time. Oh my God, right.
That was actually my first male opponent. That was the first time I ever battled a guy.
Listen, you remember, shout out to my OG, Ange, Brooklyn Ange. You remember Ange with the pink mohawk, right?
I love Ange.
Yes. Ange was like, Wayne, you gotta check this girl out. I was at the event. That's when Wild Apache, and I forgot who she battled. But she was like, oh, I need you to see the battle with Tia. And then I'm like, yo, I was like, all right, you know, so when it dropped, I'm like, yeah, I like, that was, like I said, I already knew y'all from We Go Hard, but it was just like, oh, damn, you know, you see the girls and you be like, all right, let me, and I do that with the guys too. Let me see another battle of hers. I got to see if I really believe in her. And it was like, you know what? At the end of the day, right.
It was. I know the battle for everybody is Beretta. If it ain't Beretta, it's Vixen.
Yes. When that Texas wave came in, I was already on the wave. So it was like, listen, this right here is, and not for nothing, what I liked about all of y'all really is because y'all was battling men. My biggest thing with some of the Queen of the Ring girls is that you don't really have much to talk about when you're battling just the females and you're being catty, and it's okay, but
sometimes it can overshadow the bigger picture.
Thank you. And that when you battle Beretta, I mean, even with Killer Time, when you battle Beretta, and I know the work that they was already putting in Texas and New Orleans.
They had Beretta smoking me. First of all, they had Beretta. I think I seen about No lie, because I counted because I was just that new. I ain't gonna hold you. That's why I came up with the 22 and a half fan shit. 22 people had me at least getting around for maybe 2. 22.
I think I gave you a round. I think I gave you a round.
You probably one of them.
But
and I went in there and flipped that whole script, and we was wilding.
Right. That's what I looked at. The fact that you even held your own and you were still fairly new, and it was like you was going crazy. It was like, you know, your bully was there. It was like, I like this girl. Like, this was, you know, I'm looking at Nunu in the back like, you know, she didn't want to give Beretta no reaction. She was like, no, I'm, you know, and that's what
everybody was biased. Everybody was on Beretta's side. That's what's the craziest thing about it. Like, Nunu
really?
It's all really, yeah. Like, it was, yeah. I went in that motherfucker. That was a thick crowd, boy. That shit was thicker than the motherfucking.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
There's some Southern grits.
Again, if y'all don't know, y'all, for those of you who are just coming in, this is Tia S, Queen of the Ring. We go hard. Can we still say we go hard?
Probably not. But former, I ain't gonna hold you like my. You know what I mean? When it comes to battle rap parents, I was born there.
Thank you.
And I was just respectfully. So I ain't going. I don't give a fuck what said. It was nothing. How niggas feel about me. It is what it is. But
it is what it is. That's
I
where
ain't gonna sit up here and throw shade. Like, I was born there, and I was raised in Queen of the Ring. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna always pay homage to where I was born at. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that's that.
Absolutely.
But
that's that. Shout out Niecy Brown. Yeah. Thank you, my dear. Yes, definitely. But again,
I'm feeling your hair, like, off topic, right quick. Yeah, it's the hair for me. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
How you said what?
It's the hair for me.
The hair. You think?
It's the hair. It's giving.
Listen, this color. I was. At first, I was like, I was going for the Jessica Rabbit. Okay. But it's not. And to be honest, the color, it looks red, but it's. I don't know what this is, but listen, it works in the sun.
It's working.
I love it in the sun. Thank you. I you know me. I'll be trying to. I don't want it to be a little too ratchet. I want it to look. You know, I work around a whole bunch of.
I had 2 braids before I got on this camera. I threw a wig and a cap on it. You say so? I got a wig and a cap just for shit like this. Never. We get, you know, this is battle week. We got to get prepped. Here, about to get done tomorrow. Like, I ain't got to listen. I'm tired.
Okay. Okay, girl. We got graduation tomorrow, but we just gonna talk about it. Like I said, so going down the line, you had Lex Bank. Now that was one of my favorites too. You and Lex. That was at a time where Lex Banco was, you know, doing her thing too. But it's just you've had. I mean, you to me, you got off with Fetty like crazy. You got off with Fetty. Fetty even choked a little bit.
That. Like, if people underplay that, I don't give a fuck. I beat Fetty. Like, with his minutes to mine, like, I'm like, nah, I wow. Like, I love battling niggas. I love battling niggas. And people don't realize, like, 2019, I had like 5 battles back to back. Like, I had Lex Banco in May. Me and Torture had the 2-on-2.
Right.
I had Fetty in May. I had S.O. Finesse in April. I had 40 in February. You know what I'm saying? So I was working that game. I ain't choking nothing. Like, I was coming back. I was redeeming myself from the choke. And then shit happened. So
it happens.
It happens. Like, one thing about me, I'm self-made, so I can always bounce back. I know my formula. It wasn't given to me. It wasn't co-signed. So it just takes time and motherfuckers getting over their shit. And then, you know,
do you consider yourself a vet? Because I feel like you are. I feel like the work has been there. And I feel like I mean, come on now. You had, regardless of the fact if it was on Queen of the Ring or not, 40, Fetty, Shuni. Come on now. Seriously.
Shayna. I battled Shayna too.
Shayna. Oh, shit. And Shayna.
Yeah, battle Shayna.
And that was a hell of a fucking battle. Even though you lost it a little bit. I don't feel like you
fought a little bit. You know what? I never watched the battle. I felt like I did, so I've never watched me and Shayna.
Right.
Fun fact about me and TS. I feel like if I could have a rematch with any bitch, if I could, it would be Shayna.
It
I
would be
feel
Shayna.
like
I
it would
wouldn't
be
have been.
Shayna. Shayna deserved better. I deserve better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I could pick up that would be my. I wouldn't rematch nobody else. Win, lose, or draw. I want other than Shay.
I could see that. I could. Well, let me say, and I said that I don't feel like you fucked up. I feel like
I had a
you
lot on my mind. I had a lot of
you
like. I
did
had real
enough.
like.
To me, you did enough. I feel like you had your moments there that had you not choked here or whatever the case may have been, that battle would have been ridiculous because you was fighting. Like y'all was
And you know
brawling.
what's funny? You know what's crazy? I can't even sit and talk about it because I've never watched it. Yo, I've never watched me and shit. You gonna make me want to go back and watch. You gonna make me want to go watch me and shit.
I'm telling you, listen. When I hit you up, I was already like, you know what? Let me take a stroll down memory lane. Like I said, my favorite battle, one of my favorite battles, of course, is gonna be you and Beretta. So I went back there and I'm like, you know what? Let me keep going because that battle always gives me that feel with you.
It's
So
nostalgic. It's like
it really
everybody.
is.
Everybody always say if we don't get no other TS, everybody wants that. But the goal of battle rap is to evolve
Period.
past that.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Like my bar level be up there, but my performance. I think it's because I ain't gonna hold y'all, and I'm very open and transparent. Like as a 6'2" 200 and some change bitch, I ain't trying to really do too much. All I getting up on bitches, it make me uncomfortable because I'm towering over you already. So now I just feel goofy. Like I just feel goofy. So I feel like all I gotta do is talk to you. Put in the work. You know what I mean? Probably swing my arms a little bit. That's it. Like that's all I gotta do.
That's it.
Anything else that's it. Anything else is too much. It's too much. It's too much.
Do you remember? Let me tell you who you, like I said, when you first, shout out to Scotty, because Scotty said his bad for sleeping on you. He said he just noticed you battled a lot of notable names. Yes, she did. This is why my reason for asking her, does she feel like she is a vet? Because I feel like you are. I'm gonna tell
you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not even on the humble shit, but this is just thinking about my career overall. After Vestavia, I would definitely probably consider myself a vet. Because you can't be a vet if you ain't get a shot. You can't be a vet if you ain't get your look. You
That's
can't.
a fact.
You can't. I'm not one of those. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm a bougie ass mid-tier bitch, right? I battle who, but nah, I won't rap.
Right.
Fine by me.
I agree.
But I feel like you can't like the females that I've battled all gave me shots. Like I didn't have to troll. And this is just, and I always say this in every interview, whether it's my personal live or if I'm being coming on as a host or as a guest. Like y'all don't have to troll for a battle. You can literally ask it. Let me tell you, that's how I got to 40. I asked 40 probably like a year and a half, 2 years ago before the battle. She was like, "Yo, put in some more pain." Like holla at me in like a year or so.
That's respect. Absolutely.
We don't got to do all the extra shit. Team 40 was tight, but they couldn't. But Team 40 is relentless. They are sick. They were sick. They're like, damn, we fuck with you because we shit is kind of like a little fan base. So it was like, we gonna leave you. We Team 40, but we gonna leave you alone as you should.
We like you. We just gonna leave that right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just gonna leave that right there. Go.
And that's how you realize. That's how you become a fan favorite.
Right.
That's how you become a fan favorite. So no matter how many, I'm not to brag or to say it's okay or to diminish my fuck ups, but I'm one of them people. Even if I fuck up, you still because you know I can rap, and if it's one of those nights, it's one of them nights. Like yes, you said as a TS supporter, you be like, yes, bitch.
She did it. Yes, she did it. Right. Yes. Let me ask you this. As far as, like you said, you don't have to troll for a battle. Because I know guys and girls who also feel that way. Like, there's a respect level. You level your way up, you'll get the battle. Do you feel like, because, that's the other part of the culture where the women are so catty. Do you feel like that is the stigma with female battle rap, is because you feel like you have to troll to get certain battles.
You know, I'm at a point with female battle rapper because I was an OTF before I was a rapper. At this point, I feel like it ain't even a stigma overall. I just think we all got individual stigmas and they all be so coincidence that they all blend into one because we all ain't the same. I feel like that trolling shit goes as far as much as you better bitch play with you. I don't play with y'all bitches and y'all bitches don't play with me. So no, we're not trolling.
Right.
We're not doing none of that because we ain't been doing none of that. I ain't been doing none of that. I trolled one battle, and that was my first battle, and I realized this is not for me because I would really slap shit out of one of y'all. So you know what? So to avoid it going elsewhere and just keep it battle rap. Bitch, we about the battle, we promo, boom. We can talk a little bit of spice. Oh, I'm a small bitch. I smoke the fucking shit out of you. Fuck is you talk about? But all that because bitches start. Because once you start talking too much shit, you start and people on your side. Bitches getting they feel. Oh, and this is why we talk what? No.
That's too much.
I ain't gonna hold you. I tell everybody I'm a boring ass opponent. I'm not gonna troll you. I promo once a week. Y'all see my promo. Y'all see me faithfully. I'm boring as fuck. We're not arguing. We're not doing none of that. Because them bitches are want to put different in that ground.
Girl. Flawlessly 40 bars got a real problem on her hands. But she already battled 40. She already battled 40, Larry. Do you mean rematch or what do you mean? Because she already battled 40.
Well, I ain't gonna hold you for like I caught 40 on the humble. Like I could be blunt enough to say like when I go 40, I ain't deserved 40 yet. You know what I'm saying? But you know when you catch a name like that on the humble, you do your numbers. So if you do want to have a rematch, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can talk about it. Like Coffee been kind of like it seemed like she want to battle me. Like I was yes, come forth. Coffee and tea, baby. Let's have this evening fun.
Wow. Yeah.
Somebody just gotta bring the crumpets. You heard?
that would be crazy. That would be crazy. Let me promote this card real quick. While we up here, we're gonna promote this card.
This card is beautiful. Air to the throne.
Hold on 1 minute.
Gorgeous.
Let's put this right here, and we're gonna go to the side over here. Y'all, I'm sorry for this fucking delay. Whatever the hell is going on right now. So I put this together with both cards, but I just want to talk about it all. Panic Room 5. If y'all did not know, Tia S has actually been on this would be the third.
Yeah, Panic Room is my card. I was listening to that earlier. Like Panic Room is, and I always smoke shit on the Panic Room. That's a fact. That card is special to me. I debuted on Panic Room. I think that's why it means something to me. So it's Panic Room and Evolution.
And Evolution. It's only right. It's only right to have you on this card once again. Your opponent, Prestivia. What we thinking? Let's talk about Prestivia. I like her. I really do.
I think she is so. I think she is so. First of all, I just want to say, and I don't think as senior seasoned battlers, we don't give the little niggas out their credit because that's still little niggas to us. Like, I mean, she's still a little nigga, but she's
still right. She got work.
But you still a little nigga. You got some things you got to do, but respectfully, like. She made me like, I gotta talk to you. She put me in a bag that made me nervous, cause I'm really like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean. I'll notice with me, I'll start wilding and not be like, damn, I'm wilding, and then I'll subconsciously calm myself down, and then that's when I'll retreat. I can't do that. Like I'm going, you getting all that. You getting all that. Like I'ma have you. I'm gonna have to vet you. This ain't about you. I'm gonna have to vet you. I'm gonna have to show you why this is why you belong here, but you got some work that needs to be done.
You got right.
Because the competition is probably only gonna get tougher for me. You know what I'm saying? And just humbly speaking, it's gonna sound arrogant as fuck, but humbly speaking, I ain't give a bitch my A game yet, and I'm gonna just leave that way as that. So respectfully, like.
Larry said he didn't know that. He said he watching that battle tonight. Please do, Larry.
Yes,
and make sure you sound off. Make sure you sound off. Yep, Chrissy and Yoshi. Yep, that's fire. Both cards are
Yoshi, yes. So I'm excited to get into this. I ain't even gonna hold you.
This
I'm
is,
waiting for
listen,
that
Evolution
is
was
bro.
dope.
Yo, it was. I like how Devo was blending like a new faces. I
Yes.
think we get so used to seeing the older faces, and now that they're on to doing like other bigger things right now, that's what I mean. Of course, gonna help the brand overall. It gives a moment for the new girls to shine and to mix up your mid tiers and a few ones that's what I'm saying. That's
But Tia,
Devo
this
back and
felt
forth.
like old Queen of the Rain.
Oh,
This
I
felt,
know.
man, it gave me that feel.
Phil,
Especially what is it? ABZ and Breezy. I'm like,
I heard about them.
listen,
I've never seen them battle, so I be mad. I can't really call a battle, but I'm excited to see them because I heard they are fine. The
they
fact
are
that
both very,
y'all made it on the card
listen,
with some notable
the
names. So
Breezy is, well, first off, I just realized that, well, after I saw her battle, she's Braveheart. Didn't know she was E Hart's girl, but it makes sense because
mm,
that's who she reminds me of. That's exactly who, when she was rapping, that's exactly who she reminded me of. I told Hart, I said, look, make sure you keep her out the bullshit. Make sure she do
that
what she
part,
gotta
right?
do. Right. Make sure she do what she gotta do. And this is gonna be crazy. This is going to be crazy. Yep. What do you
So yeah,
say?
I can't really call a battle yet. I haven't.
I'm
I'm
watching it
not
on my
familiar
other
with it.
phone right now. Larry, thank you. Larry said he watching
Yes,
your
salute
battle
to you,
right
Larry. Yes, thank you.
now. Yeah, Breezy style is different. I feel like, and I get their names mixed up because they're so similar, but I feel like ABZ and you would be something serious too.
Yeah,
That would
but
be
you know how
something
that go.
serious
Like
too.
see the thing about being a vet, you only giving vets only give a shot a year.
Right.
But I
Prestivia
ain't
is
gonna hold
different.
you. But puppies get 2 shots a year. I ain't gonna hold you. Little pups get 2 shots a year. I ain't gonna hold you.
You
So
gotta listen with
you
these
gotta
girls
show
coming
love because
in.
what, fuck the names. That's how you make great battles. Like what I'm
Facts.
saying. That's how you'll make another motherfucker over me want to battle you. Like, oh, she just had a fire battle.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
see,
yeah.
and
Like
that's the thing about it because, like I said, this is almost nostalgic because it reminds me of old Queen of the Ring. Because in old Queen of the Ring, you had Matrimony and Rain and Duchess and really Farrah and Shuni and them. They were really the second wave
yeah,
because
yeah.
you know what I mean? Heart and Hustle and QB and all them was really the first. So it was like when, and then Jazz even with K Profit, that was like her shot. But they kept help. So it's like I feel like we back there. I feel like we're back
And
there
those and
again.
those battles, man, like to see a lot of them battles now would be dope.
Yeah,
Would
yeah.
definitely be dope.
And I feel
I
like
ain't
this
gonna
new
lie.
wave of girls coming in, yeah, they gotta be battle tested. They gotta be battle tested. Who better than to be battle tested with? You know what I mean? If you're gonna be a true Queen of the Ring.
Right, this is true.
And that's a
It's a
fact.
different ball game because the competition level is different. Like on smaller
Right.
leagues, you always got 1 or 2 girls, maybe 3 that might be popping in the league. But when you come to Queen of the Ring, there's multiple bitches in multiple classes that you got to get through. Now, depending on
Right.
now you being accelerated depends on your following, your clout, I mean your anticipation. Like when I had my lit year, I had a lit year. Like that's why I be telling these bitches, like, y'all gonna have your time, just relax. Like at
Yeah.
one point, my nigga, like TS was on every imaginary card. I know it like to be talked about and be gunned for. That should be stressful as fuck. I mean,
Right.
that should be stressful as fuck. Do you hear me?
I remember whatever card
Like
that was
because
that y'all was putting together.
like niggas expect so much from you so
Hmm.
soon. This is why
Right.
coming out fire be different because niggas expect you to go from here to here in like a year or two. But you ain't really
It
getting
don't work
groomed
that
and
way.
molded all the way. You feel what I'm saying? But you getting these big
Yep.
names because your bars can take them, but it's just like everything else you breaking down there. So I'll be honest, I was probably pushed like too soon before my time. If I'd have probably got pushed a day later, it'd have been up. But you
And
live
then
and you
it just
learn.
really depends because you got Fendi who is fire. And for some reason,
Hasn't
Fendi,
gotten a crazy name.
you know what I mean? And it's like, how? I mean, Fendi Matter of fact, that's who I was about to tell you who you remind me of. Do you remember Brooklyn's Finest?
Yeah,
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 that's who you remind me of. And
yeah.
that's one of my battles. They battled outside, her and Fendi. And I was
And
like,
the
oh
code.
shit.
That's the
Yes.
old BMC. Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
remember.
So and it's
Hey, but
like
you know what?
that's
People
how
don't talk about them battles a lot. Like people, a lot of these fans haven't probably don't even know
I
about those
does
battles.
this. Come on,
Like
you
a lot of these
right.
fans probably don't even know who Brooklyn's Finest is. I'm not to say you gotta know every battle rap bitch in the Brooklyn catalog, but it helps to know when you talking your shit in history because that depends on if you can even conversate with me or not.
Say it again. Say it again.
That depends
Exactly.
if you can conversate with me or not. So a lot of y'all niggas just
Period.
be hit. Y'all be hit to the who's popping now. Nigga, we hit to the we like a lot of y'all followed our careers. Like
Yeah.
if you don't know what it's like to follow a career, shh.
Don't say nothing. Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like that's the when it and again when it comes to the girls, when it comes to the Queen of the Ring girls, like they got bangers. Like for real,
Right.
these girls do this. I want to talk about Skip. We'll come back to the battles, but I want to talk about that leads me to a conversation of ghostwriting. How do you feel about that? Because for some reason, now that it is so prevalent, it seems like it comes back every couple of years with the allegations, some true, some not. But at the same time, to me, I
I
feel
feel
like
like
go ahead, go ahead,
bitches
say
gotta
what
stop putting
listen.
them bitches gotta stop putting themselves in situations and positions and scenarios for a motherfucker to even speak like so.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with notable niggas. QP is known for exposing a bitch. So he's the type of motherfucker, if you say hello to him, he'll swear to you that he created the idea to say hello. You don't even want to speak too much to that motherfucker, to be honest with you. That's
Period.
just no shade, but it's just a fact. So if y'all know this about him, why even ain't nothing to talk about. You don't mean nothing well for my career. Nothing, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, respectfully, like now, his pen is impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
His pen is impeccable, and I see why, motherfuckers might go to him for coaching and shit like that. But
Right.
listen, that ain't it. That ain't it.
That's we
That
had him
ain't
up
it. Like,
here
because
a
that's
few
what
months ago.
it dilutes our culture.
Right.
So now it's just like every fire female is just like, oh, like you just waiting for the ball to drop, and when the ball don't drop, it's just like
That's
yes.
why I asked. This is exactly why I asked. Because when you look at a TS, like shout out to Larry, because Larry just said it again. He loves you so far. He let me know.
Thank
He said
you.
he out the gate with the work with 40. He was like top tier flow.
Oh,
Bruh,
thank you.
she is like that. What
Thank
it do,
you.
Roger? She is like that. But that's why I asked you in regard to the ghostwriting, because for some reason, like I said, it comes back every few years, but for some reason, somebody like you can't be fire without a ghostwriter. You can't talk about the things that you talk about without having a ghostwriter.
You know, I got a cheat code for that. You know what's funny about that? You know what you have to do? Like when I be at these events, I just randomly start freestyling with niggas. Just random. Be smoking niggas boots all the time. And niggas be
Mm,
like, yo, you really rap. So, you gotta do certain shit that you can never question by
right,
pennants. You can't question it. You know what I'm saying? You might have to do extra shit now. If that ain't your forte, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I do it. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like we in the midst of guys, so we gotta do godly shit sometimes. So I'll be like, I never forget one time I was wilding on twerk outside. He smoked me, but I was wilding on twerk
The
outside.
fact that you said, "Listen, I does this. You can't question me. I do this."
You know what I'm saying? And that's at every event. I get wild drunk, just start rapping. I'm that friend. Don't call me up at 2 in the morning, ask me what that mouth do, because I'm coming through with a 16 for you. Word? Straight.
That's what it
Straight.
do. That's
Straight. That's
what
what
it
it do with
do.
rap. It raps. So, but yeah, you gotta really put yourself. Unfortunately with ghostwriting, you never know until you know.
Right,
So
right.
you never know until you know. So
Larry
That
said,
shit
I didn't
pathetic.
think that 40 could take 3 of those rounds.
Oh shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Shit, I was feeling that way about 40 rounds. We ain't hit 40 rap yet. Wait a minute,
Right.
because she goes second.
Right.
Nigga said, nah, if
Listen,
that had
and
been
I
a
was
three
like,
round, if that
okay,
had been a 3 round battle, I definitely would have put a round for a fact. For a fact.
listen.
Bitches can't, a lot of bitches can't say that. A lot of bitches can't say
Okay.
that. So I feel good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But it was dope because when Shuni left to 40 side, when you had, when you called out or whatever, and then you came back with that was like, oh shit, everybody went crazy. Everybody went crazy. What did do, Lundy? But yeah, so for the most part, but let's get into this crowd. I'm trying to see what else I had. But other than that, yeah. For those who are just coming in, we are talking to Tia S, home
hello.
born, we go hard, raised Queen of the Ring. If you are not familiar with her, you need to just go listen. Just go to Verse Tracker. Verse Tracker is your friend. Or you can just Google Tia
This is
S
true.
versus on YouTube, and you will see all of her work. I'm calling the top tier, period. That's
For
what we
real?
doing. You come on now. Let's not
Well, because you look at
let's
KJ's
not
name on
play.
Facebook. Now,
Yeah.
as I think about it, if you could do one after Saturday, you could call me as that. I could accept that. I could accept
Okay.
that. I would have officially given
I
a
get,
shot. That's some that shit.
like I said, Scotty, like Scotty just said, and Scotty is a true, like well, everybody on that usually pops into this show are true battle rap fans. He said, just off the names alone, he said you have some very notable names. And the thing about, like you said, the timing for you, had it been a year later, you would have had the notoriety. But that's my thing. When it comes to men and women, I just feel like you shouldn't
You
have
don't have to rush.
right. You don't have to
Don't rush
rush.
your career.
Don't at all by taking names that you're not ready for. I feel like everybody that you got, you were ready for. I feel like you in
It
toe to
was
toe.
probably other personal issues, but for the most
That's
part,
it. That's it. But
I
everybody,
get it.
but that smoke you brought. You feel me? That at a time where you were going up against Shayna, and Shayna was still popping then. You held your own. You feel me? So that
Right.
I mean, you have to look at it for what it is. I understand being humble, but like you said, that's admirable to feel like, hey, you really can't be a vet until you give a shot to somebody. All right. And not for nothing, Prestivia is listen, she
That
going
she's
places.
bold. She's fire. She's one
She
of
going
those. Let me
places.
catch you now before you start talking to these bitches crazy. You feel me? Like
Listen.
that's how I was with Vixen. I was just like, yo, it's funny. I was just talking to Nina earlier, and I was just like, nah, I'm happy I called Vixen when I called her. Because I don't like how she be talking to bitches. She wasn't gonna talk to me like that. No man, no sir. No
Right.
man, no Pam. Because who
And
you
you know
talking
they
to
try
like
to
that? Because who you talking to like that? I don't like that.
they label her a Christian rapper. And
Yes.
not to take anything away from her Christianity, but I don't feel, maybe I do feel the hand of God when she talk, but I feel like, you know what? Hold up.
She had a life before this. Before she found
She had
God,
a life.
she was lost.
Nigga. Like,
She had
hold
a
on,
life.
wait a
She
minute.
had a
Wait a
life.
minute.
That's the
Yes,
hashtag for her.
yes,
Tell her to take me later. She had a life. She put
yes.
that on the
Like,
shirt.
okay, listen, my mother
Yes.
always said, I will beat your ass now and go pray at the pulpit, Prestivia. That's what I get. Like, okay, all right. So, like I said, I do appreciate that about her, that she's just completely organic. Love her. Hot, like
Fire. She's fire.
she's so fire. Like how
Like I wasn't familiar with her until Devo gave me her, but when I went into it, I remember seeing her battle versus what's her name is Forever. It was on the Christian League. I can't remember the name. And they actually had a dope 3 round battle. That shit was almost like an hour now. I don't have
really?
to sit through no shit. But I sat through that whole battle because I was just like, yo, these bitches is really rapping. And I'm like, that's crazy. They not cursing. I said that's a skill I would love to obtain. Not today,
Right.
but I would love to obtain a skill like that. Like I would love to give a bitch 3. I curse like a fucking sailor. Like I
Me
curse like
too.
my mama.
Me
Like so,
too.
every other word
Me
is
too.
like you know what I'm saying. Unless I need to be proper.
Listen, Jesus is working on me. I've been there,
Right.
done that. Yeah, she will tear you down and not curse a
Cuss
word.
a
Listen,
word. Have you
that's crazy.
like all your bitches don't even matter. You
I
be
got on the shield of God, and we're gonna talk to you today. We're gonna
I
deliver this
mean, but
word.
that's why you
Hell
gotta
yeah.
be real. I'm saying like you gotta know how to rap. I mean, you know exactly.
The female A ward, I would say she on her way. She on her way to that.
You know
She
what's
is definitely on
funny?
her way
I
to
ain't gonna
that.
hold you out. Don't provoke my car, but I never yeah, we both from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I never
and it
seen
made
for a
sense.
battle.
I didn't know she was from New York. I knew, but I didn't know until I talked to her and she actually told me. I'm like, oh yeah, I see it. I get it now. It
Yeah.
makes sense. It makes sense. Go ahead, be blessed. God be with you,
So
because she
it's gonna
definitely.
be fun.
Larry. Yeah, I feel like she's on her way. You know, at first it was. I was hearing her name and somebody sent me her footage and I was just like, wow, she made me a believer early. So I'm really glad that Devo brought her over. And yeah, it's time. I feel like she about to put in some work, but she got to get past
Right.
you first.
That
But she got
part.
to get past you first.
Let's see what happens. She's gonna be
I,
good on. It's gonna be a fire battle. It's just gonna be one of those. It's gonna be fire, but it's just like okay, this is all right because you
I
getting a
like you
good
as a
meat.
person.
Right, you getting a good meat. Like you know what I'm saying. I prep like you know. What I mean, I nigga, let me tell y'all something. Like I've been cheating. I had the cheat code for that. I'm not gonna reveal on my phone right now. I'm gonna tell you this later on. But I
So
had the
since
cheat code.
you've been sitting, like I know that you stay active, but again,
I ain't know I have
right.
not been writing. I'm not booked. I'm not writing straight. All that shit. Let me tell you something. Half the battles, all that shit sound good online. Oh, my pen is just moving. Fuck that. That my pen ain't moving. I'm not gonna say it out of y'all. And find who the fuck I'm writing for. Who the fuck I'm writing? Because my rounds is who the fuck you what? Who?
But you don't
No.
feel like if you
No. I don't
don't
feel
write.
inspired. No.
No. I'm saying you don't feel like if you don't write, you lose it or you're out of practice, ring rust. You don't like none of that.
You know, I ain't gonna hold you right for her again. Like when I'm sitting here going through my rounds and shit, like you know what I mean, having a right for it was just like damn, like by the time my phone picked up, it's like oh, okay, so now we're gonna do like this because this is how you rap. Like you're gonna be a little bit rusty, but when you a writer, you a writer, and nothing and no
Okay.
one in no amount of time can take that from you. A bitch like
Mm,
me gonna be able to write a fire round 10 years from now.
mm,
You know what I'm
talk.
saying? Am I gonna be rapping? No, but if I need to write a quick 16 and smoke you, I can do so.
I can do it. Listen, I ain't mad
So
at
you
that.
can't so you can't take that. Like so, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a
But
war of
you have been
words.
kind of paying attention to what's going on as far as the
No, I haven't been
culture.
watching no battles. I didn't start until I got booked. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I had to fall back from battle rap for a minute. I was going
I
through a
feel
lot,
you.
like you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I needed to just the plug for a minute. So no, I didn't give a fuck about who was rapping. I didn't give a fuck about who was this one of the year or that one of the year. When it did come across my timeline, I showed love and I went about my fucking day.
How did you feel? Let me ask you that before we get into this battle. How did you feel? So, since I was on the panel, Casey was a little upset with me, but how did you feel about the rankings as far as the where we put the women, and then of course Vixen and Casey being 1 and 2?
I don't even recall the rankings. This is how much I was not paying attention when, but
You know what you heard.
I remember it was some controversy.
Listen,
But my thing is this, and this is just me as a battler. Media is gonna feel how they feel.
right?
You know what I'm saying? And so, if you take it personal all the time, then you'll find yourself upset all the time. Like
All the
we ain't going to
time.
win them all. We ain't going to win them all. If they feel like she's woman of the year, okay, fuck it. You're going to be woman of the year next year. That's all.
Well, I
That's
mean, the way
it.
I look at it is nobody
Like
knew that they were supposed to battle, that they were actually supposed to battle prior to that. So really, everybody's talking about Vixen, like even with, you know, basically this the battle that she has coming up. Everybody is like, well, you know what, it's a cool battle, her and 40, but it should have been her and Vixen. Or her and Vixen need to be on Summer Madness. Everybody is talking about that. You need media to make these things happen. And not for nothing. See, we came into that shit. I had her really as my first, but I'm an analyst and I look at shit for what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
you do.
it's like
So
you just have to, you know, I does this, and like we were just talking about, like I was following y'all from a minute ago. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, you know, all right.
it's about who was impactful longer versus who's been impactful right now. Y'all are both impactful right now, but y'all had different role steps in y'all career.
Right.
Different heights in y'all career, different times y'all were both anticipated in y'all career. So you gotta factor in all of that. And if you feel like you was above a bitch, that's cool.
And she was because you know,
you know what I'm saying?
Vixen was garbage. Vixen was here longer than Casey was. You know, she used to battle on Mabel.
Like Vixen has been around for some years. Like Vixen had to earn. Like Vixen is sweet. Like you can't be mad at her. Like Vixen, like I remember how niggas tried to drag her after that Farrah battle.
Man,
that bitch came from the core of the earth itself, through the equator. And she made it.
You gotta respect it.
You gotta respect it. Like, so for those who followed her career, they keep that into consideration. So she edges a lot of bitches over just off of that alone, but she could have just quit and failed after that Norm shit. It was a lot of kept going. And she kept going. But only person who will understand that is the person who understands her career as a whole.
Right.
Who's been around. So if you haven't been around, or if you just get familiar 3 years ago, no bitch don't get it. I'm sorry.
Right. But that's what the distinction was for me. It was like, you know, Casey, if you're paying attention, you know that Texas wave, that New Orleans wave, I was on y'all. But when you look at Vixen, like you said, she got drugged for so long. I mean, it was ridiculous. That girl picked herself up. She came in there with Nina Cruz, and I still wasn't I was there at the event. And I still wasn't completely convinced after she battled Nina, because that's my other boo. I'm like, nah,
right,
that's work. But she held her own, and then kept leveling up. It was like, Casey,
I think that's what it was. It was the level up. It was the continuation of the level up, where she didn't just have 1 or 2, 3 good showings and went. Nah, it kept going. It kept getting better and better. It's just like, oh my God, like, why is this rap? You'd be like, why is it like this?
Right. And not for nothing, it's a year. You're you know, it's a year, but it's like, yeah, her impact was bigger. And you know, like I said, and I know how fans are.
Her come up was rough. So her come up is what made her impact so big. And like I said,
there you go.
Like, can't say enough. If you wasn't there from the beginning or to follow her career from at least 6 years ago, then this conversation isn't for you. You probably should.
That's it. But yeah, so that was, you know, and I, like I said, and not for nothing, Casey is killing it right now.
She's definitely going to be probably Woman of the Year this year.
She right there. I mean, with this tournament, it's like, look, you're welcome. I know you was upset, but you're welcome, because hey, look where you are right now. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's get into these battles, though. Let's bring that back up on the screen for us. Hold on 1 minute. I'm trying to get
Casey, Miss Hustle, and Lofi, Official, and Gaddis. That's a beautiful card right there.
That's a beautiful card. And then, hold up. Then,
oh my God, listen to Shuni. That's one of them ones right there.
Listen.
That's one of them ones. That's gonna fuck around and that's gonna compete with Battle of the Night. I feel it in my bones. These is big bones.
Listen.
So when I feel some shit, that's just what it is.
That's gonna be crazy. I'm so happy. That's the rematch. People don't know. That's a rematch, y'all. Let's talk about Panic Room, though. Let's get into Panic Room. Shout out to K Profit for getting a award. I'm so happy about that. She
I'm happy
deserved
to see
it.
K Profit. I'm happy to see K Profit back overall. So
Listen,
salute
that's
to
another
that.
one. Yes, that's another one that
And
I
I'm
really
personally
need to
excited
see.
about Caution and Rhymes. I'm definitely
And
excited about
Robin,
that one.
yes,
I'm not
I
gonna lie.
am.
Caution is working hard this year.
Listen, Caution is really motivated. She is trying to get on. I'm hoping y'all need to call her for Ultimate Madness 4. Like seriously. I wish they would have done a Sweet 16 for y'all on Caffeine so
That would have
that they
been dope.
can know. That would have been so dope. Like I'm pushing for that. I wish they would have done that. But hey, we're here now. Don't we ain't worried about it. But that's gonna be one of my outside to me. That's no pun intended for Chrissy and Yoshi, but the three major battles as far as names go, because Caution been here for a minute too. People got to understand.
Right, right.
Caution
And
on the
another
field,
one who grind has, she was grinding 6 years, without
yes,
no real notoriety until
with
you know what I'm
no
saying.
cosign. Her, Zan, Shice Raw, all of them. Like you
They
cannot
brought
take that
that
away
Philly
from
wave to Queen of the Ring, but again, you would have to have been around to understand that wave, understand why. So when people y'all new things like, well, why is Caution and Zan getting booked? You did it, and the same conversation for you, baby. You wasn't here 7 years ago.
you. Yeah, absolutely. If you wasn't here,
That's
go
it.
back and do the research. They
And
got to
then
go back
come
and do
back
the
and
research.
talk. And then you then
And then
you
comes,
come
yeah.
back, and I might just have to reevaluate this conversation with you because by then you might have just pissed me off, and I don't even want to talk to you anymore.
You know what? And not for nothing, Tia, I can't do it now. Like, hey, y'all want to argue? Pull up to the podcast because I can't
That's it.
argue. I'm not going to be talking to you on Twitter and y'all feeling away about this, that, and the third. Listen, come holler at me over here. Y'all ain't got to subscribe. You ain't even got to like. But if you want to have a conversation, talk to me face to face. I'm grown. I don't do that talking
Right.
online like that. I need to see you face to face, and we're gonna have this conversation about what you're talking about because we've been here. We've been
Right.
here. And everything may not be right, but you can't talk to me about these girls. I've been here. So,
So I've
at the
been
end of the
watching,
day,
and before it was good to have a podcast.
yeah,
When I only had like 12 followers back, and was happy with that.
say it again. One of the first females that held her own
Just said,
on a
I had
podcast.
15 followers. They loyal. They're still here.
The
Push
hell
your
yeah,
the color
honey.
purple. I'm still here.
Okay. Right. What they talking about? Let me see. Hold on. We are missing comments here. Vixen embarrassed Emerson Kennedy. I was weak. I thought Casey got that. Let me see. I thought Casey got that. But Vixen was talked about more by the masses. I mean, Scotty, we can talk about that, a little later. But yeah, I feel you. And not for nothing, it was a hard, like I told y'all, when we did the show, or when I did the show that and broke down the bracket and all the stuff that we had to go through, there's actually a criteria. So whatever you come with, that shit is out the window after you go down that criteria. It was like they was neck and neck. But that performance, like I said, that performance is what really hindered her. And when you know Vixen's struggle to get here and what she's changed,
You
Casey,
appreciate it just a little bit more.
you absolutely did. And it's like, Casey can't be like, go back and watch your battles. If you don't feel, and this is the one thing, and the fact that she comes from a culture of battling men, I just feel like that's some things that not just her, there's a lot of women that battle that lack that. You have that robotic feel and you don't have any charisma about you. I don't feel what you're saying. You're completely aggressive, but I don't feel what you're saying. Like a TS.
You know what, you gotta have body in what you say.
Right.
If that makes sense. You have to have, it has to be voluptuous, it has to be voluminous, it has to have some substance. Because you can have a fire hollow ball, or you can have a fire dead solid ball. So it all depends. Like, so I get it, but I get it from, you as a battle rapper. I try to look at it from the fans' point of view, the media point of view, and more importantly, my point of view.
Right.
So just because I might think this bar is amazingly okay, this man might think it's just at best a B plus, and you might just think it's completely trash. You have to be willing to accept all of that criticism.
You do, right?
You know what
Because
I
that's
mean?
the
And
way,
then
and
and then
that's
try to tweak that ball again and see what could have made it exceptional. And then guess what? The next, I promise you, you'll come back with some fire shit. And now
right.
niggas is on your body loving you. You can't see it as niggas is being phony. Nah, you went back and improved in areas, and now you made the fan
That's
base. You know what
it,
makes
right?
you know what makes fans happy when you listen to them.
When you
When you
listen to
actually
them.
go incorporate, oh Tia, we want you to perform. Listen, I'm too big for that extra shit, but I'll put a little something in my trunk.
Well, see, and that's my problem too with the performance. I was just about to say that. You know, in speaking about Casey, it's like that part. I don't. She has the natural aggression, but I don't feel like everybody has to perform like a Head Ice. I look at a Head Ice performance and his presence, his cadence, his delivery, his conviction. That's performance enough for me. I don't need you to jump all around the stage like a K Shine. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
I,
Because
I
some
do.
people will, because we do what works best for you.
Yeah, exactly. Performing out a bar, you know, we talk with our hands. You know what I mean? New Yorkers talk with their hands too. So it's kind of like y'all have, for me, a natural performance anyway. I don't need you to reenact the whole gun or whatever. But when you go to and do this, and I'm like, that's performance for me. It's not necessarily you picking up the gun and, you know, like
Right.
that's robotic.
For the movement, you know, simplicity is best. The moment you start doing too much, is just that you're doing too fucking much.
You doing too fucking much. It feels forced. It feels forced. And
And
so
that's
that
when it's just like nobody's not gonna feel it because you don't even feel it.
right. And it's kind of like that's I mean, you got to look at it from again, um presentations. There's a huge company that used to come to my old job and they used to do presentations. They used to teach you how to speak in front of people. This ain't
Okay.
something that, you know what I mean? It's not something that's just we're saying. This is shit that people actually pay to learn how to do because they don't know how to do it. You can have a salesman, a bland ass salesman. Somebody told me it was like when you talk with a lot of conviction, that matters when you're talking about something. Niggas can
Right.
sell you out your socks. A lot
That
of that
part.
shit matters. So it's like, you know, yeah, you can't be mad about it. You know, and then of course in battle rap,
But that's why they do get mad because, like you just said, you speak with such conviction that if you be like, "Oh, this girl is trash," everybody will be like, "She's trash."
right. That's true.
So that's why I think a lot of the media gotta understand. Like some of y'all don't realize how respected y'all are and how y'all could sway an
right.
entire opinion for a battler's career. So
That's a
just
fact.
just a little tip from a battler, just just to just throw that out there.
And that's why I
But
try to keep it
but you
respectable.
shouldn't have to sugarcoat shit either. Like this is media, and it is
Right.
what it is. It's
And
a
like
fine line
and
between protecting your feelings and me having great content. Sometimes the greatest content ain't the greatest for your feelings.
ain't the
Take this
greatest.
experience and be go great from it. Become great from
And
it.
not for nothing, not for nothing. I'm abrasive with my kids. It's you know what I mean. I don't candy coat shit for my girls. I have 2 girls. I don't candy coat
Right.
shit for them at all. And my oldest knows she goes to get the bag. I never candy coated for her. I told her, listen, this is the way it is because the world ain't candy coating it for you. But like you said,
Well,
understanding somebody's brand and how persuasive you can be. You know what I mean? It's not about what you say, it's how you say it. You know, and unfortunately, yeah, it was the context and what was said. I know somebody had told me, they were like, well, when you said what you said about the Chihuahua, I understood what you were talking about. I was like, yeah, but it was taken out of context because they called Vixen a Rottweiler. And I was like, okay, well, let me give you the symmetry. They were like, oh, she barks like a Rottweiler. And I'm like, yeah, but when you put her with Casey, the symmetry of it, for me, when you compare the two, she's a Chihuahua. Because I do see this little person with a big ass bark, but that's all I feel is that she has the aggression when she's barking at me. I don't feel it. It doesn't move me. But when I can see a Tia S on the stage, soon as you was in the 40 battle, you was like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm like, you know what, y'all motherfuckers better shut the fuck up. Because I already heard Tia done put some nigga through the window. Y'all better stop playing. You feel me? Like, Uncle Rod, but listen, I felt it because it's all in a presence. You understand? So Uncle Rod told me, he was like, we were talking about something. He was like, when he was like, and I ain't gonna hold you. He said, I guarantee you probably knock one of these niggas the fuck out, and they understand that. But it's all about how you deliver shit. Like I said, I see the conviction in her. I see the aggression, but battle rap is about believability. I don't, you know what I mean? When it comes to male and female battle rap, I don't look at male battle rap any differently than I look at female battle rap, because all of y'all, a lot of y'all,
because the word don't have a gender separation.
Right.
Words is the only thing that we don't need to find by sexuality, orientation about it. That's what makes battle rap so great. You know what I'm saying? And when we let the other shit get involved is, you know what I mean?
G Dash said we need TNT.
I may know that.
The type of aura you bring to your performance. Right. Absolutely.
And I'm not even a performer. I'll be the first to say it. My phone is dying. I'm supposed to die out though.
Huh? My
phone is dying.
Oh Jesus. Larry said, Tia, my phone, my gun stuttering, top tier flow. Other than that.
Oh yeah, niggas say my guns. Nah, that ball was fine though. That ball was fine. When I wrote it, I was like,
I'm gonna hurry this up, because we've been on for an hour anyway. I'm gonna hurry this up. But let me ask you this. After this battle, what do you have next?
I don't know. We'll see what comes my way. But I'm fake back outside. You know, I'm outside for recess. I don't know if I'm outside the whole summer, but I'm definitely outside for recess this time. More punishment, respectfully. So yeah, I know I was grounded last year. You know how that go.
Well, I got a new gig, and I might be calling you for some things too. Yeah.
All right, let me know.
I'm in these streets.
On that cup looked pretty. Like
it's my Wonder Woman cup that my daughter bought me for my birthday.
Shit, you a
but I ain't nothing but water. That's why I told you I got work to do. I still got a whole head of hair to do.
Right, yeah.
And then I'm gonna sip my wine after that. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Well, after the event, it's pay-per-view, right?
I believe so.
Okay. After the event, you definitely you gotta pull back up. We're gonna find a time between your work schedule and mine to have you pull back up
for the recap.
But definitely,
we're gonna definitely do it that Sunday, probably Sunday, maybe Monday.
Okay.
You gotta do a fresh. Recaps is only dope when they fresh. I'm mad you're not gonna be there. I actually thought you would be one of the few battles I was gonna be in attendance. But baby girl graduations and stuff. So.
Right. Okay, are you still gonna be in Atlanta? I wish I could fucking come out there. Oh, I wish I could come out there. I work the weekends, so yeah, exactly. But Sunday, you're still gonna be there Sunday, or are you flying home?
I'm flying home Sunday. I gotta get back to my child.
What time are you gonna be back on Sunday?
I'm gonna probably be back home, but I'm flying out like 7 a.m.
Oh, you're gonna be back early. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you up, see what you up to, and we can get that in. Because I get off at 8 in the morning. It'll be 9 your time, and I'll see if you're available.
I might still be on a plane.
Listen, huh?
I might oh boy. He trying to get me in trouble.
Listen, you gotta stop putting stuff into the universe. Let me work my magic. Shit, I got this. Yeah, that's my new gig. That's why he's saying that. That's my new gig.
Oh, yeah. Got you. Okay.
Yeah, that's my new gig. We got some things in the works. And yeah, I got a female division that Lawrence and I are trying to develop. Not, just to kind of give the ladies, more. You know how we do. But yeah, we're gonna work that out, because we definitely need that
respected name, and when people actually tune into your shit. So
right. We're a little lacking today, but hey, we had some technical difficulties. I appreciate y'all pulling up late. But you know what? We will be back Sunday for the recap. So you tell them where they can find you on all social media.
Oh, I think my name on Twitter is, damn, I don't remember my Twitter. I know I'm just Tia Monet on Instagram and Tia Simpson on Facebook. Yeah, I don't even be on Twitter. I made
That's
tweets
why
about
I
shit
asked
like,
you for your Twitter. You never responded. I said, okay,
because
she was so that.
I couldn't remember the wait, I'm like, I'm horrible with the social media. I don't got no following. I mean, man, like, you
You got to
follow me
do
on
better.
Facebook.
We don't
I
talk about this.
am.
You have to do better.
I need to understand how to promo, but it's just like I get overwhelmed and I get aggravated. Like I should be draining all day, people commenting all day and want to talk to you and shit. Like I'm cool, but I ain't that friendly. Like I wanna chit chat, but I don't wanna have a whole conversation with you.
Right. Like I want to cut it off at some point.
Like
I feel you. I feel you.
It becomes draining. But
Tia on the riot, she would kill some shit in Cali.
I would love to be on the riot. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yes, Geechee set that up. Set it up,
I
Geechee.
would definitely. I ain't gonna hold you. I definitely want to be on a riot. I think, yeah, I'm all for going to Cali. That LA smoke, yeah.
Yeah, just
I love Cali. Cali, I was high as fuck when I battled Shuni. If y'all watch any of them weekends, I just look high and
okay. I would, like, you know, but caffeine got to stop recycling the girls. They have to put y'all on caffeine. Like they have to find a way. I really feel like there's a lane for y'all, but I understand Vixen kind of came up here and let us know how all that goes. Y'all motherfuckers got to stop being biased. Like we need, you know, we don't really need it because not for nothing. I'm cool with Queen of the Ring being in Atlanta, my fifth, sixth home. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm cool with what's happening. The top tier vet females are transcending, and now it's time for y'all. You know what I mean? So
right.
You can have two areas. You know what I mean? So I just want y'all to get and I appreciate Debo putting them battles out so quickly now. We ain't waiting 100 years for the battle.
To keep the fans going, because as you putting them out quickly, you got a card following right up for that. So you got like maybe a month to catch up with everything and have your replay value and have your quotables. That's perfect. That's great timing. That's what I'm hoping and praying we keep up, because that's what's really going to keep the brand buzzing.
Exactly.
Dropping battles at a beautiful rate, and then on top of that, as you're dropping battles, having another dope card.
I mean, and not for nothing, I'm gonna tell you something. I saw a few tweets where some folks was like, okay, and not URL, this is not a shot. This was not me saying this. This was a tweet that I saw that was retweeted. Basically, Queen of the Ring, RBE is shitting on URL known. Both cards. Come on now. Y'all got a double hitter. Panic Room 5, Heir to the Throne. Come on. We back to
that Heir to the Throne is that shit is so spooky. That shit is real dark. That shit is real dark. Oh, that shit is dark.
I mean, where's the lie? That's all I can say.
Ain't a lot to be told.
Ain't a lot to be told. Listen, Tia S, y'all know where to follow her. Go watch the battles. Go to Verse Tracker. Yes. For those who are just tuning in, go to Verse Tracker. Just put in Tia S. You see how it is spelled? Space between the A and S. You will find her. I'm telling you, the work is there. The work is there. Tell me what y'all think. Come back, leave a comment. Tell me what y'all think. Make sure y'all go watch the pay-per-view.
When I do get the link, officially, I'm definitely going to share on my page and in my stories and everywhere I can possibly share that. But I'm going to definitely send it to you so you can
I can put it on this.
Again, so you can catch it.
Because we're streaming on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and once she sends it to me, I'll go ahead and put it in the description for y'all. Make sure just support the brand, because again, when we come back to Queen of the Ring, or excuse me, when we come back to Women's Champion, Wampion, we have a top 20, and yeah, we have a top 20. We are the top 20, and the top 20.
We're going through a few numbers before you get
Yeah.
I didn't know the pool was that big. I thought it was probably maybe and then more.
No, we chopped.
Oh.
We did a top 20. We chopped it up to a top 10. Then we chopped it up to a top 5. I think a 6, then to a 5, then 2, 3, and then 2. So yeah, we had some work to do. And for me, it was just kind of like, hold up, y'all don't even have half the names y'all should have on here. Again,
but like you said, you're an analyst. So when you look at everything, a lot of us, let's just be very blunt, maybe don't deserve to be there.
Well, that too. I felt that way too.
That be a true, bitches don't be one to come to. Like, you don't deserve to be here just yet. You fire.
Yeah.
But it's some other shit you got to work on. Compared to the bitches that we got at 1 and 2, you have a lot. You have a lot to compete with, and you might not make it in that amount of time. It might take you 2-3 years to get there.
Exactly. And that's kind of where I was at with it. But this year, the ladies are doing, and not for nothing, last year we didn't have a whole lot to work with. So it was a struggle. It was really a struggle.
Y'all have options this year.
Right. And Queen of the Ring is killing it right now. So I say that to say, y'all go back and watch these battles. Tia is moving. Queen of the Ring is moving consistently at a heavy rate. Watch these battles so you'll be in the know. Come the end of the year, when that top 20 needs to be put together, because they do a GoFund and everybody who's in that GoFund participates on that top 20. I didn't realize that until we got there. All the people patronizing have a pick at the top 20. Y'all don't know the girls if y'all know who y'all want to know.
All right, That's dope.
Yeah. So, like I said, y'all know the name. Go do the research. Larry has done the research. If not, Larry can go ahead and direct you where to go.
That part.
Larry, it is always my pleasure. And we will be back on Sunday for the recap.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold you to that. I need that.
We're going to get that recap.
All right, boo.
I would say Saturday, but I'm gonna be too off that battle brush.
No. We're gonna leave Saturday to you. Sunday, and then definitely. Sunday, we're gonna link.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mama. Thank you. No problem. I think you just go out, but I'm gonna end the broadcast now.
Okay.
So